Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. I'm Kevin Freeman. We're joined now by head men's basketball coach Ben Miller. Coach, welcome back to the program.
Thanks, Kevin.
Let's talk some men's hoops. You're 2-2 after 4 games so far this season. How has the team come out of the gates, in your opinion? What are you happy with what the team's doing, and what are you not so happy with?
Well, I think we're like a lot of teams around the country this time of year where there's so many things you want to improve on. I think we have potential to be a very good basketball team. We're not there yet, and there's not many that are. And I think it's just a process. Our guys need to buy into and commit to just some basic things like rebounding the basketball. The 2 games we've won, we've out-rebounded our opponents. The 2 games we've lost, we've been out-rebounded. Pretty simple statistic, but a very important one. So getting back to that being a real strength of our team, along with continued improvement with our defense, which at times has been really good. And then execution, taking better care of the basketball.
Well, let's talk about the last couple of games. Both have been on the road. The first one was a really tight-knit, exciting 75-73 win over local rival Fayetteville State. What were the key to victory over the Broncos?
Well, it was a great college basketball game. It's one of the best I've been a part of wherever I've been. Just the excitement, the energy level on both sides, I think was tremendous, and the effort. Both teams. It was one of those games that, neither team really deserved to lose. Just the clock had to run out eventually, and we happened to be ahead. But I was excited. Our guys were excited about some things we did in the second half. When we needed to get stops defensively, we stepped up and did. And then when we needed to execute late in the game, our guys, took their play to a little different level. So that was good to see him step up in a really close, tight game.
What is it about Shamel Brackett? What is it about Fayetteville State on the road that brings out the best in Shamel Brackett? You remember 2 years ago he hit a buzzer beater to beat the Broncos, and then he hit a 3-pointer with about 20 seconds left in the game to win this one. Is there something about Fayetteville State he just wants to play?
I think Shamel's one of those guys that, in the guts of a game, late game, he has a knack for having the courage to take big shots, and unfortunately he's made a bunch of them for us. Against Fayetteville State, Georgia Southwestern, he has a way of stepping up in big games.
Generally speaking, when you go up in that kind of dramatic fashion and there's still 10 or 20 seconds left, it has to be the most tense, nervous 20 seconds of the whole game for you as a coach. Just telling your defense to try to stop Fayetteville State and not get a shot off if they can help it.
Well, it's probably easier being in the game or coaching than watching from the stands. And I think because you're so in the moment, and that's where you want your team to be too, in terms of just focused on the task at hand. And was the best thing about the other night is our guys really buckled down defensively when they had to have a stop in that situation.
Well, the next game up was a tough 71-58 loss to Division I UNC Greensboro. First, why schedule a Division I team in the first place during the regular season? It counted as a regular season game for you, but as a scrimmage for them, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
It's actually a real game for both teams,
okay.
Which we normally wouldn't do, but because we got 2 extra games this year, we had 2 exempt games. And so when you had those extra games, I think it gives you a little more flexibility to maybe schedule a game like that. That, obviously going to be a tough game against a Division I team, but also an opportunity. Coach DeMint and his staff gave us a chance to come up there and play in their home opener, and it's just a good opportunity for our guys. We would like to have played a little bit better, but neat atmosphere and a neat opportunity as well.
I suspect limiting opponents' points after turnovers has been a priority for you in practice over the last few days. I know the Spartans got quite a few points off of turnovers against the Braves. You obviously don't want to commit turnovers. You want that number to be 0, but that's really impractical when it comes to basketball. But what's the key to making a possession after a turnover unproductive for the opponent?
That's tough because, typically if you turn it over, they're going to have fast break opportunity at the other end. But more importantly than that, I think our execution, needs to get better, and will get better as the year goes on. But the most disappointing thing for all of us, was the rebound margin in that game. And that's something we took a lot of pride in last year. In the 2 games we've lost this year, we got out-rebounded, and I think that's something that we need to get back to being a strength of our team. And I think we can. It's just, more of a focus from myself and the staff in practice, and a little more buy-in too from the players and commitment to making that a strength.
Well, you and I both know that the Peach Belt's very tough competition, of course. And does playing the Spartans, does playing a Division I team early in the season help you prepare for the tight Peach Belt competition you're going to see, you think?
Well, definitely playing them, but our whole non-conference schedule is designed to prepare us. I think we got a lot of tough games during the non-conference to get us ready, and they definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about your freshmen and about the upcoming games against Wingate and what have you. So we're going to take our next break, and we come back and we'll talk to Coach Miller about upcoming games and the Peach Belt schedule.